The Dragon Warrior, the protector of the Valley of Peace, known for his Kung Fu Panda style. Truly, the pinnacle of martial arts. Big, bouncy and hungry, this formidable warrior has so much to teach us, so let's dive right in. The son of a noodle artiste and 2 panda parents, Po begins his journey as a chef and delivery boy for the greatest noodle connoisseur of his age, his dad. But he finds out really quickly just how important an unassuming big squishy panda can really be when he's chosen to become the Dragon Warrior. The main takeaway from this entire video is going to be this one point, so let me just cut straight to the chase. If you want to be the Dragon Warrior, your dad needs to be a master of noodle craft. As a matter of fact, I'm convinced that Po's dad is the superior master of the noodle style. But I digress, that is a video for another day. We've all watched Kung Fu Panda, and if you haven't, you better watch at least the first movie. The other ones you can kind of skip, but the first movie you better fucking watch. So then my question is, why does he even train to protect the Valley of Peace? The Valley of Peace, I mean, surely there's always peace at this valley. Wrong! Wrong! The Valley of Peace is a big, scary world full of kung fu masters that decide to test themselves against the greatest warrior of their time. No, I'm not talking about Po's dad. I'm talking about technically the second greatest warrior of his time, Po himself, the Dragon Warrior. Luckily for Po, there's only 3 masters he needs to take on. I'm not counting the 4th movie because that one just simply doesn't exist for me. A powerful, skilled and terrifying snow leopard, Tai Lung takes the cake as one of anime's greatest villains. No wait, Disney. No, DreamWorks. Anime DreamWorks. I mean, no, seriously, what an absolute badass. Escaping prison, surrounded by hundreds, if not thousands of rhino guards, all because a stupid duck decided to shed at the most inopportune moment. I'm convinced Tai Lung is secretly a grifter. There is no kung fu master that knows how to pick a lock with his tail. The second spot goes to Lord Shen, a pigeon that terrorizes Po, killed his entire family, and has a big ass firework cannon. Little side note, the Chinese were the ones to develop the firework cannon artillery barrage. That shit's cool. And finally, General Kai, Master Oogway's greatest frenemy, and an homage to what cows can really do when they put their minds to it. First question, what would the Dragon Warrior eat? Dumplings? Noodles? Rice? You're wrong. You see, the Dragon Warrior's mind, soul and body are so attuned to the universe, it needs only synthesize.
It is said that the Dragon Warrior can survive for months at a time on nothing but the dew of a single ginkgo leaf and the energy of the universe.
Much like the gurus that live on the mountains in China and India, the ones that eat once every 10 years and look like my ballsack had expired and I'd left it in the fridge for another 7 years to really dry out and get crispy. I can already hear you asking, but Momcho, what do I eat? Does this mean I only eat 1 ginkgo leaf every couple of months? No. See, the idea is to work up to that. You aren't chosen like the Dragon Warrior was. Right now, you're starting on the Po diet, the Panda diet, the Pan diet, the Pan diet. You're starting on the Pan diet. Dumplings, noodles, egg fried rice. Genuinely, you can pretty much eat whatever the hell you want. Just make sure the theme is ye olde China. 2 caveats. Number 1, the ingredients need to be absolutely spiffingly fresh. And 2, you gotta make everything yourself, which means when you're making noodles, you have to handcraft that shit. Maybe that'll give you pause before becoming 100 pounds overweight. But even at that level, you can still move like Po. Eating like this does, however, mean that you have to probably train twice as hard because you'll have twice the amount of energy. Po's workouts really are daunting. I mean, he doesn't really start off as any skilled master or anything really, except for the culinary arts and an absolute superb food activist and culinary genius, thanks to Master Duck. I can break the Dragon Warrior training down into 3 pillars. Number 1 comes up, physical endurance. Strength isn't that important. What matters is how long you can last on the table. Hiking up a mountain, one-handed punch push-ups, and upside down hanging sit-ups until your belly can break a walnut. Here we have a couple of exercises that'll do you justice. I'm going to try and pronounce these things, but I'm probably going to sound extremely racist, so give me a chance, please. I do like the way Mandarin sounds. I think this is Mandarin. I'm pretty certain it's not Cantonese, but I do like the way it sounds, so I'm going to try and pronounce them. Probably get half of this wrong. Let's go. First, the iron palm. Tieshua Zhang. This is when you have like metal or sandbags or something like that, and then you hit them over and over and over and over again and again and again and again and again. Imagine you clapping some real fat cheeks. When you see those Shaolin masters with those overgrown fat elephant hands that can break a brick just by going bam, that's when you know you're ready. Iron body training. Tie Bu Shan. This is when you get hit repeatedly with metal swords, metal rods, other metal things, wooden stuff as well. The idea is just to get hit by various different objects like baseball bats. If you have a friend that needs some real training, I suggest figuring out his route back home, putting on a ski mask, and then waiting for him in the bushes with a metal baseball bat. Then, when you beat the crap out of him and you show your face, you can just say that you were making sure he was getting stronger, better, becoming a warrior. Mabu, or horse stance, is the thing that's going to give you the enduring legs and the perpetual face of not trying to shit yourself. If you want to make it more difficult, you pour boiling hot water into 3 pots. You put 1 on your head and the other 2 on your thighs. Shisuo, picking up various stones and lifting them as if they were normal weights in the gym. And Ji Li Gong, finger training. In order to get to that top shelf cookie, you'll need to train both acrobatics and agility. First, start with power stretching. The goal is to nearly rip your taint, and you'll know it starts working when you hear the tearing. But no, genuinely, power stretching is a thing and it hurts a lot. Plum blossom poles, or better known in Mandarin and something that I'm going to completely fuck up, Mei Hua Zhuang. They're those big wooden poles of varying sizes where you have to balance and fight on, all while, of course, not falling. Another thing that will help you and is perfectly in theme with Kung Fu Panda are the animal style movements. You've got tiger, crane, snake, monkey, or dragon. So once you've limbered up and can lift 5 kgs with your balls, you'll be able to move on to Kung Fu or Gong Fu. My one piece of advice for this is to find your closest triad center or Chinese restaurant and ask them to teach you triad Kung Fu. Well, you either die or you'll be thrown into a world of shenaniganry. Another avenue you can take is finding any old Chinese man and then asking them to teach you Shaolin Kung Fu. Chances are they'll know, about 70% do. 2 things really take the cake here. Mukyang Zhong, or the wooden dummy with the many poles sticking out where you have to and an absolute necessity in all combat sports, sparring with another human being, a live one preferably, to make it a bit more difficult. Now there are about 3 mindsets that we can take from pose training. First is that even the most unlikely of fellows can achieve greatness. No one is chosen to be the best warrior in the world or the richest man, even though Poe technically was. If you remember, the Golden Scroll was empty because all you need is self-belief and a penchant for hard work to achieve all your dreams. Mindlessness tells us a lot about how we should live life. Usually it's those that are most content with their existence that find inner peace.
Inner peace.
Even in combat, you're most deadly when your mind doesn't work, when you just let your body take over. You don't think about the battle. However, this does require the utmost skill and self-trust in any realm you choose to pursue. And I'll let the third one speak for itself.
Quit, don't quit. Noodles, don't noodles. You are too concerned with what was and what will be. There's a saying, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That is why it is called the present.
An example weekly workout looks something like this. Monday morning, combat training, shadowboxing, high kicks, focus on mitt drills, etc. In the evening, upper body day. Tuesday morning, endurance training, sprinting, jump rope, battle rope, etc. Evening, lower body strength, squats, lunges, you get the drift. Wednesday morning, combat training, heavy bag work, striking drills, grappling. Evening, upper body push day. Thursday morning, inner peace, Tai Chi or Qi Gong. In the evening, functional strength, farmer carries, medicine ball, core work. Friday morning, more endurance training, long distance this time, rowing or running. Evening, full body compound movements. Saturday again, Qi Gong or Tai Chi, some kind of meditation and flexibility including power stretching. In the evening, light mobility work or rest. Sunday is a full day of meditation and recovery. Your challenge, should you choose to undertake it, looks something like this. 1 hour of pure meditation. Do not move, do not think, only breathe. Following that hour, you have 3 minutes of a light jog uphill, 2 minutes on the battle rope, 1 minute of burpees, and 30 seconds plank. Then repeat 5 times over. Once all 5 rounds are done, you have 3 more rounds of sparring for 5 minutes each. You'll know that you're ready when you can perform the whooshie finger hold on your friend and skadoosh them into oblivion. Disclaimer, you may lose a friend if you try this. And also when you can 1v1 your most Chinese friend in a game of who can eat the most dumplings while we play Twinkie Toes with our Kung Fu. Poe's journey from a noodle-loving panda to the dragon warrior is proof that the warrior's strength doesn't come from muscles alone. It comes from self-belief, resilience, and just accepting who you really are. Let me know in the comments below how you did with the challenge, and also if there's any other warriors in history or fantasy that you'd like me to explore. If you enjoyed this video on the Dragon Warrior and want to learn the secrets of Master Duck next, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'll do a lot for me. And get excited for the next of Legends Forged.